Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy TYT, and you're on OMG. It's TYT, man. I'm back with another video. So in my last video, I asked for suggestions in the comments on what I should talk about in my videos, and of course, Ray said in the comments to do my top five. You know, because I watch the podcast for R&B Money. It's called R&B Money Podcast. So, and they do top five R&B singers and top five R&B songs. But I'm gonna do my top five R&B records. I think they are R&B. I was thinking about it and I was just going through, and these is gonna be my top five records in my collection, man. These are the ones that I listen to the most, you know. So, with no further ado, y'all, let's just get right into it, man. Boy TYT in full effect. I'm back at you again with my Ice Cube shirt. But anyway, first album is Natalie Cole Live. OMG, guys. This has to be one of the top records that I listen to the most in the last couple years. I listen to this all the time. Well, before I changed my record room, and I still haven't hooked up my record player yet in my room, but the one in the loft is hooked up. But Natalie Cole Live, like this one, it's just a good record, man. Like I've talked about this in other videos, but this is one of my favorite out of the bunch. So that's the first one. But then I just get right into it, man. I just start with my favorite ones, my favorites. You can't go wrong with Earth, Wind, and Fire, The Way of the World. I mean, this album, just, classic in all ways that you could think of classics. And then I have like 4 or 5 of these. It's funny. Like when it comes to Earth, Wind, and Fire, like all their records, I have multiples of. You know, I mean, I can go right here, and then you can just see it. You know, but since we're talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire, Faces, it's one of my favorite. Open Our Eyes, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That would be like one of my top groups right off the top. This is my pristine copy of The Way of the World. This is my nice one. The sleeve and everything is nice in here. But I probably have about 3 of these. I have at least 3. And then, all in all, which is probably the one that I have the most of, but would probably be the one that would tie with The Way of the World, just because I found myself listening to this one a little bit more than I listen to Way of the World. My favorite song on here is Be Forever Wonderful. Be ever. And then I hit the wrong the wrong note. But I got about 3 of these. This is probably my least favorite. And then Spirit. I like Spirit. But yeah. So when it comes to the Earth, Wind, and Fire guys, like that's basically one of my favorite top groups. Oh, I have two of these. I was like, man, I just got one of these. Got this one at Bookman's, maybe. And guys, I'm not good at sit down videos. I'm a rambler. I'm a vlogger. So, you know, forgive me. But Way of the World, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Number two. Number three, man, we got to take it to the 80s. Now, when you talk about R&B in the 80s, there we go right there. Your boy Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever. Just like The Way of the World, every song. Okay. Something, 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 something just ain't right. So that song, and then there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. That one, and then Tell Me What You Want, I Wanna, and then the title track on the side too, Make It Last Forever, and then In the Rain, how deep is your love, and then Don't Stop the Love, New Jack Swing, so man, every song on here, banger. So Make It Last Forever. Top five. My top five. My top five. Moving along, man. Just like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, I think between Earth, Wind, and Fire and Stylistics, I don't know which group I like the most, but it's probably Earth, Wind, and Fire. But I'm a huge Stylistics fan nonetheless. Round two, I remember when I bought this album, I was looking all over. Like, I wanted to get every Stylistics album because I like the group so much. And I don't quite have them all yet because then they have versions that they only sold overseas and stuff like that. So, I don't even think that I've got all the ones that they released in the United States. But I just remember when I first got this one and I was so excited. Oh, I talked about this album on like one of my first videos on this channel, y'all. So round two, guys. Stylistics. Love that group. And I'll let y'all know some tracks on here just so you know. I'm Stone in Love with You. I'm stone in love with you. Ooh. you know, if you don't watch out, you and me, it's too late. Children of the Night. You'll never get to heaven. Break up to make up. That's all we do. Peekaboo, and then You're as right as rain. You're right as rain in pieces. So, dope album, y'all. I know those two songs that I sung, y'all know those too because, they were just that huge of songs. But, man, guys, before I show y'all this record, this is one of my favorite groups of all times. That's just what it is. I love these women. All woman band. These girls play. Climax. Man, y'all know nothing about no Climax. Y'all know nothing about no Climax. These my girls though, man. In this album, I picked, I can't remember the name of this album. Oh, Meeting in the Ladies' Room. We got a meetings in the ladies' room. Be back real soon. I know I'm not that great of a singer, y'all, but I like to sing, so Y'all just got to deal with it. That's me, your boy TYT. Okay, but that's not even my favorite song on this album. I mean, they had a couple. They had the Men All Pause. Man, just like I just used to love the drummer back in the day. You know, when I would watch the videos, like the drummer would always stick out to me. I don't know if it was her hairdo or what, but she kicks that song. But then one of my top 5 songs of all time, guys, I Miss You. I thought I heard your voice yesterday. Oh my gosh, man. Um I Miss You is probably one of my favorite songs, but I mean, I know you guys don't know this, but 2 years ago my wife passed away. So ever since then, this song has a different meaning to me. You know, I mean, when she passed away, like I would listen to "I Miss You" and then a few like Alicia Keys songs and stuff like that, just to get my mind right. Or to put me in a different uh, mind state or something like that. But that song, it just has a different meaning to me now, and still like heartfelt, but then still probably one of my favorite songs ever. Okay, so I had to talk about Climax, and I had to put this in my top 5 records because it is, and mainly because of that song. You know, I mean, I used to display my favorite records, out like this, and this was one of the ones I always had up there. This and The Way of the World. So those were two of the easiest ones to pick out. But that's my top 5 records, y'all. Those are my top 5 records out of my collection. Of course, they could change tomorrow, but probably 3 of them always will still be the same. You know. Um, uh, but now, I'm, I always want to end my videos talking about a single because, for the most part, like, records have like their own like record cover and stuff like that. But when they come out with the singles, they normally have their own record cut, you know, the covers and stuff too. And I grown to like the record covers of the singles. Spit it out. But man, today we're just gonna talk about Whitney Houston, guys, the Queen, Whitney Houston. This is the single for "How Will I Know." How will I know that he really loves me? How will I know? So it's got a few versions on there. It's the instrumental, the dance remix, and then the LP version. So, um, but yeah, man, I don't really have to talk much about this. But look at young Whitney, y'all. Look at young Whitney. Man, it's just nostalgic, man. And then, Ray had to write his name all over it. But, I kind of like stuff like that, like I always say. But then there's a few singles that I really, looked at the price and was like, I didn't like it, but still paid it just because I wanted it that bad. This one was $6. I couldn't believe that, that I paid $6 for a single, but nowadays, that's just commonplace. It seems like. But I hope y'all like the video, man. Thanks for checking me out. If you do, just leave me a like, y'all, and subscribe to the channel. I'm just planning on doing more of these videos and getting more and more out so that I can get better at talking about the stuff that I like in my collection, guys. I mean, of course, I still would do the record store run throughs and more of my vlog style videos. But I mean, for the most part, like I'm really trying to focus on these sit down videos and getting better at these also. So stay tuned, guys. Hit that notification bell. But with all that being said, man, I'm Audi 5000. I catch y'all in the next one.